evening. Just correct your little necklace here.
Thank you. It's my dark crystal necklace. I love the dark crystal. Hi, my name is Angela and I'm here in my lovely home in Derby, Derbyshire. I feel very passionate about what I do, about Reiki, about shamanic healing, about offering cacao. I feel like it's creating a sanctuary for people. It creates a safe, sacred space where they can take a pause out of life. They can really let go, express themselves, and tap into something much deeper. So it's kind of like going beyond the normal everyday life and having an experience that awakens them to something else, and that something else is very special. I have a genetic condition. It's called Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. The specific type I have affects 1 in a million people, so I think that makes me quite special. I first started to manifest symptoms of this when I was 4 years old, but the condition itself wasn't diagnosed until I was 12. So I did grow up in a hospital environment. I had lots of surgery starting at age 7. I had lots of spinal surgery, which unfortunately didn't go very well. And at 16, I was left with this body that I didn't like very much. And on top of that, I was in a lot of chronic pain. So I think I went into the holistic medicine as a way to not just help with physical pain, but just to help me come to terms with, this is my life, this is the body that I have. I went to Derby Uni in 1995 to train in arts therapies, and in this time I started to study shamanism and shamanic healing, because that's what I wrote my dissertation on. It was about comparing shamanic healing to drama therapy. And as I was learning about shamanism, I thought that that was a really amazing thing that I could combine with the creative therapies. That was a pivotal point for me in directing what I would do with my life. And one of the things I love about shamanism is it doesn't matter what your background is, what your religious beliefs are, even what kind of a person you are, you can bring elements of shamanism into your own life. It's really about respecting nature and seeing life everywhere and tapping into your authentic self and letting everything else go. So to see the illusions that are around you and to literally let them go and be who you are meant to be. This year is quite a special year for me because it is my 25-year anniversary of being a Reiki teacher. And I think that shows how committed and passionate I am to Reiki. When I work with people, I immediately feel a connection, an energetic connection with them. I think Reiki can make you more sensitive to people's needs, and it's just a question of placing my hands around them or on them and allowing that energy to come through. This could be felt as a warmth or a pressure or a sensation. So there is this idea that Reiki is not just a random energy, it has a consciousness to it and it knows what it needs to do when it is placed within someone's body. Now originally I started training in Reiki for myself. I was somebody that experienced a lot of chronic pain and I was on medication for that. So I found that it combined with shamanic healing really well, because again, Reiki is just another form of energy, and it's energy that will help people get to the heart of who they are. And if it can help calm your mind, if it can help relieve pain, all those are pathways to finding yourself. Another medicine that I like to use is cacao medicine. Cacao has this amazing history that takes us all the way back to the Olmec people, so we're going back thousands of years, to the modern day cacao ceremony. Cacao has amazing health benefits. It is a superfood. It's just what we actually do to chocolate that makes it unhealthy for us. But cacao in its purest form has great health and heart benefits. It also has this ability to release the love molecule in our brains. So when people come for a cacao ceremony, they often feel very relaxed, calm, and loved up. Really blissful. In shamanic healing, we would say that a shamanic practitioner is somebody that holds the space, so almost like acts as a mirror to people, so that they can see their true reflection, and therefore they can see what they need to grow and to heal. And I think holistic medicine is a perfect mirror. I was at a Mind Body Spirit Festival in Birmingham with a couple of my Reiki students, and even though it was very busy and it's not really the best environment to try and get to a peaceful place with therapists there, myself and my two Reiki students, we all tried around 10 minutes of the Lightbath therapy, and we all had a really amazing experience. So considering all the hustle and bustle that was going on around us, and we still dropped into this really peaceful, calming space, that sold me. Immediately noticed that my breathing pattern changed. I could see lots and lots of colours. I was giving lots of feedback back because I was almost trying to make sense of the experience and what was happening to me. Like, is this normal? One of the things that I love about the Loom is that every time I use it, I have a different experience. When we work with holistic medicine, such as Reiki, such as plant medicines, no experience is the same as the one before. So with Loom, one time I can feel energized by it, another time I feel like I'm going into quite a hypnotic trance, another time I can feel more physical sensations, so I can feel relaxation, I can feel my muscles relaxing, I can feel a warmth moving through my body. And I've even actually seen images of animals that seemed rather bizarre when it first happened. But again, I just kind of accept whatever my brain wants to express when I use the Loom. I have tried all 4 modes on the Loom, and I don't have a favourite. The reason being that I use the Loom intuitively. So I turn it on, I'll wait maybe a couple of minutes and think, am I feeling into this right now? If I feel guided to change the setting, I will do. I'll just change it on to something else. I also never use a timer. I just let the Loom take me where it needs to take me for as long as it needs to take me. So sometimes that can be 10 minutes, sometimes that can be 30 minutes. I always try and go in with an intention as well. So even if my intention is something simple, like I want to feel more peaceful, or I'm going to create some art now, please inspire me. I really find that helps, and it helps you intuitively find the right setting for you at that time. I feel that I get distracted because I have so many thoughts in a day. I am such a creative person. I'm always getting ideas. But also because of the spiritual work that I do, I tend to get a lot of messages that I would say are channeled as well. When I use the Loom, I feel like it gives my brain space to breathe. It's almost like opening portal doors. So it takes you somewhere that your brain can just rest. As a shamanic practitioner, I have had experiences with psychedelics, and I do feel that when I use the Loom, I have very similar experiences. I have tried previously ayahuasca, San Pedro, and mushrooms. In these experiences, I've always brought a lot of value and healing from them, but they have also been very difficult physically for me. When I use the Loom, I'm in a very comfortable space. It feels extremely safe, and I do feel that I am tapping back into memories of when I experienced psychedelics. So it's almost like it opens the door back into that plant experience that I had. When I first start to use the Loom, I get an instant resistance to the light. It's the flashing. It feels uncomfortable at first. When I drop that resistance to the Loom, I instantly feel my body relaxes. Because I am relaxing, I often find that it helps with chronic pain relief. And I notice that my mind starts to quieten and I become more present in the moment. People can realize it's such a small, like if it was a light that was that big, people would be more willing to believe that it's so powerful. But because it's this little light, people are like, that can't possibly do that. So it's about perceptions, isn't it? And fighting that resistance of, that can't possibly work, that can't possibly do that.